Hello and welcome to Violin with Paula. I'm Paula and this is Francesco, and this is week 3 of the Kreutzer challenge, where we go through all 42 Kreutzer etudes and get in touch with our breath and learn to play them musically. So as always, let's start by putting our instruments down and getting in touch with our breath. So we'll do simple in and out in 4. In, out. In, out, in, out, in, becoming aware of any sounds in your environment. Any smells. Becoming aware of your feet on the floor. Gradually bringing your arms higher and higher. Maybe on the next in-breath they meet. Unclasp, you can bring them behind. And let them release. Lovely. Let's bring left ear to left shoulder. And right ear to right shoulder. See how it feels different on this side. Back left ear to left shoulder. And right ear to right shoulder. And on an in-breath, let's raise our arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right arm and bend to the right. You can feel that nice stretch in your left side. You might feel it in your lower back, your shoulder. On out breaths, come forward, release the arms. And the other side, grab right wrist with left arm, bend to the left. Notice this side will be different. And back to center. Wonderful. Okay, let's pick up our instruments. Now there have been some requests for some pizzicato work. So we're going to do a bit with pizzicato. We're not going to by any means do all the different things you can do with pizzicato. It's a huge, huge subject. But we're going to do a C major scale because our etude number 3, which we're doing today, is in C major. And we're going to do a couple of different ways of pizzicato. So the first way is going to be with the bow hold that is sort of like a fist and anchoring the thumb on the fingerboard. So we're going to do a 2-octave C major scale. We'll do it in thirds again and a sort of walking pace about that speed. So let's try it. So scales in thirds, 2 octaves. If 2 octaves isn't for you, just do 1 octave twice. 3 and keep the breath. Brilliant. So for the violinists out there, violin's a terrible instrument to do pizzicato on. It's not incredibly resonant, but we can increase the resonancy a little bit by making sure that we press the left fingers in firmly and that we hold them down long enough. So if you take a look here, you can see that sound is much more resonant than, well, that's a D string actually, so it'd be still quite resonant. Let's try a C. Versus if I lift the finger, it kills the sound right away. And so another thing, to keep the fingers into the string, rather than pressing harder with the left hand, which will create tension, you just rotate your elbow a little bit counterclockwise. Then that has the effect of bringing the fingers into the string, and then you'll have more stability without straining anything. Very good, so let's try another type of pizzicato. So this time we're going to do the bow hold. So normal bow hold, and then we're just going to lift up the middle finger and use that for pizzicato. So this is really useful when you've got to switch quickly from arco to pizzicato. So same again, 2 octaves and in thirds, using the middle finger. 3, 4, and. Keep the breath. Very good. And just for fun, let's try one final type of pizzicato, which is a thumb pizzicato. So the way that works, and I love thumb pizzicatos, they can be really resonant, is you can do it either with or without the bow. With the bow, you just hold the bow again with that sort of club grip, anchor the middle finger against the fingerboard, and then just pizz with the thumb. So let's try the same again. 2 octave C major scale in thirds, thumb pizzicato. 3 and 4 and. Lovely, well done. That's a really useful trick to have up your sleeve. So let's do one bit of scales with arco now. We're going to do, before we've done long tone scales and we've done short, very short semi-quaver scales, so we're going to do something in the middle, quavers with a tapered bow stroke. So it's going to sound something like that. So we'll do the same again, C major, 2 octaves in thirds. And I would suggest to try different fingering this time. So I did the last one in third position, I'm going to do this one in first position until I have to shift. So 3 and 4 and. Lovely, and now let's try it twice as fast. So that speed. 3 and 4 and. Lovely, and that takes us very nicely into etude number 3. So this one, it's already got fancy bowings in it. Remember the very first one that we did, number 2, had semi-quavers with no bowings, but then about 50 or 60 different bowing options you could choose. And then number 5 had no bowings, and we added some of our own. With this one, we've got varieties of bowings already mixed in, so that's quite nice for us. And it's not too hard, this one. It does go a bit high sometimes, and it's a bit awkward occasionally, but it's quite relaxing to play, I think. So I'll give you my rendition of it, and remember, as you're playing, how you bring your instrument up is really important, so that you're not doing this, or doing that, or straining. So you'll be able to stand nice and tall, knees slightly bent, and just bring the instrument up and head to the side of it. Right, so here is Kreutzer number 3. So this etude is a really good one for hand positions, also for string crossings and for playing string crossings over a slur. But where it's quite tricky and where my intonation, to be honest, was a bit iffy just there, is in the different sorts of hand positions, because C major is a very awkward key in the violin because of our open E strings and so on. So it's just something to be really, really careful of. What the hand position is as you go up there. It's quite easy for things just to get a little bit out. So anyway, that was week 3 of the Kreutzer Etude. I hope you enjoyed that. We'd love to hear your comments in the comment section of what you enjoyed about it, whether the breathing is good. Next week we're going on to etude number 4, and I'm just warning you now, we're going to do some crazy things with it. It's not going to be the etude number 4 that you know and probably don't love. So anyway, thanks so much for joining us. Send this to a friend or family or colleague who you think would enjoy some breathing and Kreutzer etudes, and look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.